Did you know that in the workplace, hybrid and remote work is affecting the work generations differently? Let's take a look at the data, do a quick analysis, and some recommendations for millennials and Gen Zers in the workplace. Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday Morning Standard. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give yourself something to help make you a more effective leader so you can love what you do. As I go through this, think of yourself as a leader and the generations you have, and are you seeing this in your workplace? The data. Where do folks prefer to work? Millennials, 60% prefer to work hybrid. 71% of Zers prefer to work hybrid. Remote. Millennials, 35%, 25% for Zers. How do these folks feel about coworkers? Millennials, they want 33%. They want 33% of them want their coworkers to work remotely. They want more remote work in the workplace. Only 25% for Gen Zers. They only 25% want more workers to work remotely. Where do you work your best? 49% of millennials say, I work best off-site. 37% of Gen Zers say they work best off-site. If remote work was reduced, what impact would that have on you? Millennials, 41% of them, I'm looking elsewhere. 32% of Gen Zers say, I'm going to start looking elsewhere. Let's talk about flexibility. Flexibility in the workplace. The question asked by Gallup was, what choice do you have? You have to go into the workplace 1 or more days. How much choice do you have to do that? In the low 30s for millennials, 66% of Gen Zers can choose what day they go into work. Complete freedom to do that. Next, you have to go in at least 1 day a week. You have to go in at least 1 day a week and work on site. For millennials, that's in the low 30s, I think it's 34%. For Gen Zers, 6%, where they have to go into work. Next, you do not have to go into work. You're encouraged to come into work, and you can choose whatever day you come into work. That is in single digits, low single digits for millennials, 5%, 17% for Gen Zers. Last piece of data, loneliness. The question asked by Gallup was, have you felt loneliness in the last day? 27%, and it's in low single digits for millennials, 27% for Gen Zers. What does this tell you? As you look at this data, what is this data telling you? It's telling me something. Millennials embrace and want to work remotely. They work best. This is where I work best. I want more of my workers to work remotely. And if remote work starts going away, so am I. I'm going to start looking elsewhere. For Gen Zers, they have the most flexibility. They have the most choice in what they can do. They want to work hybrid. They want to have that level of flexibility, but they're also the loneliness. I think that loneliness statistic is important. So what is this telling you as a leader that you need to do? I think it's telling you, make sure you understand what your workforce needs. What are the generations in there and what do they need? Also believe that if you have folks working remotely, they need structure. What is the structure that you're giving your workforce to make sure that they're engaged as they need to? We talked last week. If you're working remotely, you have a lot of autonomy. Autonomy should not equal absence. What structure do you have and what structure do you need to put in place? Take a look at your workforce. What do they need? What do they need? What do they want? What structure can you put in to ensure that they feel like they're engaged with you in the workplace? Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. See you next Monday morning, 8:30. Have a great week.